Hello, hi.
Hello, hi sir. Hi, how are
Uh,
you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How is everyone? I mean, they must be okay only.
I think not okay, maybe. Face to be
Because of the
tough
an
last 20
yeah,
days.
yeah.
तो
So
आपको भी
should we
किस टाइप
start,
के
sir?
मैसेजेस आ रहे हैं?
Anji?
आजकल आपको किस टाइप के मैसेज आ रहे हैं फ्रॉम स्टूडेंट्स?
Oh, I have gotten some messages that they some from some people that they have gotten very good ranks.
हाँ.
Um, but mostly people are clueless only about the next plan of action, I feel. तो देखते हैं सर.
Yes, thank you
मुझे
so
बट
much.
ऐसा लगता है लाइक आईएनआईसीटी के रिजल्ट के बाद पीपल आर क्वाइट डीमोटिवेटेड. एक तो व्हाट आई हैव सीन इज दैट दिस ईयर्स एग्जाम वाज अ बिट ऑन द टफर साइड, क्योंकि रैंक्स वही हो गया. लाइक कम क्वेश्चंस करेक्ट पे देर आर बेटर रैंक्स देन लास्ट ईयर. इफ यू हैव सीन ट्रेंड 150 पे, आई थिंक इट इज टू अप टू 100 150 करेक्ट पे. प्रवीण सर आई थिंक पोस्टेड समथिंग लाइक दैट.
So thank you so much for joining again. And so we can start like how to go about this 20 days. We have post 20 days, I think 19 or days approach. So how to go about it?
Okay, so first of all, everyone, just make sure one thing that it is there is a lot of time crunch, and you will Hindi English mix will be fine, right, for everyone. So first of all, just
It should be in English, it will be better. Major
it
portion.
should be
Yeah,
okay.
English.
Cool. Okay, so I was saying that first of all, acknowledge this fact that you will be able to do only less amount of stuff. Do not overestimate yourself. Do not make unrealistic goals, because what happens is that you make unrealistic goals, and by the end of it, you land up in a position ki, my God, I could not complete my syllabus. Hence, I am not prepared. So make very realistic goals from day one. Starting from now, make very realistic goals. One of RR can. Yeah, sure. I will be speaking in English only. Only one thing out of RR or BTR could be done, right? Secondly, for PYQs, for MCQs, I think one should just resort to PYQs as of now, because time crunch is a lot. If you expect to do any new MCQs, it will just bring in anxiety. Secondly, it will you will not be able to cover it. And thirdly, the most important thing, I don't think it is important for you to maximize your time utilization at this point of time will be resorting to theory, because you want to take as much content as you can in your system. You don't want to remember random facts just thrown at your face. You want to know the major chunk of any disease, because that is what is expected out of an MBBS graduate, right? So your aim is first make realistic goals, and then secondly cover PYQs. That's it. In your next 25 days, you will just be covering one good set of theory and second PYQs. I coming to third to GTs, I really don't think that giving GTs at this point of time will be beneficial. Why I'm saying this is, firstly, GTs are a tool to evaluate you. At this point of time, you don't need to have any evaluation. INSCT was kind of an evaluation, and it brought so many people's morals down, and we don't want that. We need to be confident, right? So GTs, I maximum what one you can give by the end of 30th May, and then you can just leave it. Just don't give any GTs post 1st June. Matlab, in the month of June there should be no GTs. In my opinion, I would have never given it. Now, how to go about preparation? See, my strategy would have been in your shoes, that I will. You should cover your 19 subjects maximum till 10th of June. I think you will be able to only include one cycle, one, not more than that. Taking in two cycles will be a little too much. I feel it will be overwhelming, and you will not be able to put in efforts for that particular subject अच्छे से. So make sure that you complete your 19 subjects by 10th of June. Now, how to start, how to go about it? Every big subject, you have to give maximum 2 days. You can't give more than 2 days. Let's say medicine. You have to you can give more like 2 days only. maximum you can give 3 days. I feel medicine is a big subject, but you don't fixate on medicine, you will not be able to cover it to entirety. So medicine ke liye maximum use 3 days, in which I feel one can only resort to BTR. I am hoping that most of the aspirants are now doing BTR. So that is why I'm saying that BTR is one, I think the best guide if you have to complete medicine in 3 days. If someone is following any RR notes or have made their own notes, a PPT, a PDF, whatever, that takes precedence over everything. Your own notes take precedence over everything because you only know where you are lacking. So these notes are basically self curated by you for you. And I am just telling you, this is hands down the best resource ever. Do not trust anyone saying ki BTR is best, or cerebellum is best, or marrow is best. No, you, what you have made for yourself, you are the best. So I feel if there is something for any subject, take first precedence gives to goes to your own notes. Then, second, for any subject, I feel BTR should be second, except for certain subjects, which I am going to tell you. Surgery and OBGYN, I feel that it is a little too less in BTR, and NEET has a knack of asking surgical questions. Last year's NEET, if you have seen the second set, it was full of surgery ke images, and people were clueless about it. So for both surgery and OBGYN, I think you should touch RR notes of your favorite platform, definitely. And if you have if you have highlighted stuff, just read that. Try to read as much as you can, but be wise with it. Okay, I've highlighted things, then why to do everything? You already know this was lacking, so you highlighted that stuff. Go for the highlighted stuff and let go of all the other things. Have that faith in you, have that trust in you कि ये आता है. Only then you will be able to complete it. Your aim is to cover 60% of the syllabus, which is the most important one. And your basic aim is to be wise and figure out that is important. I will spend my time on this particular part and not the rubbish part, right? If you are we are going in for a particular topic, let's say you're going in for for cystic fibrosis, this is what I always give an example. So your aim is that you should know the deletion, the pathophysiology, the diagnostic modality, the treatment. That's it. Treatment ke the two drugs are important, the ivacaftor and Ilana, I really don't remember, the corrector and potentiators. So that's it. Any faltu ki information about a disease, new drug in market, new mechanism of action of the drug, any variant of cystic fibrosis is not important at this point of time. Even if a question does get asked, it is in your system. If you've read it once, you will be able to figure it out on that exam day when four options are thrown at your face. So don't bother doing that. You will feel regretful if you get cystic fibrosis ka chromosome wrong. So that is why do BTR अच्छे से and be wise that this is what I'll do and this is what I'll not do, because it is already too much to ask from you to cover big subjects like surgery and OBGYN in one day. So if you have to do it, you have to have a plan in action. Right now, starting off from, let's say, tomorrow, yeah, whenever you've started, make a schedule for yourself. Micromanage everything, because this is where anxiety kicks. You know, when people say that anxiety ho rahi hai, why is that? Because your brain goes into that anxiety mode when there is uncertainty, when it does not know what to do, when you don't have a control over the situation. That is where anxiety sets in. So before starting off, make a bigger blueprint that this is how I will complete my syllabus till 10th of June. I will tell you why I'm saying 10th of June. So 10th of June tak you complete your 19 subjects, have a bigger blueprint ki okay, on this day I will do derma psych anesthesia, on this day I will do obs gynae, and I will do surgery. One night starting off for that subject, write down what you need to do for that particular subject. Let me give you an example for OBGYN how I would have done it. I used to write down on a piece of paper that theory I will do just I did RR and BTR both in the last one day. I covered obs gynae. I used to take one day. Why? How I could do that was BTR though it was like easy only. If you have I'm sure that you must have done it 3-4 times by now. So BTR will not take more than 3 hours. One slot goes to BTR. Now how to cover 250 pages of Sakshi ma'am's RR? I had already gone through the cycle, through the stuff so many times that I had highlighted stuff for myself. I knew that this is important and this is something which I don't know. I just skimmed through that. So trust me, guys, if you have highlighted stuff, then definitely go for that thing. So the highlighted 250 pages of RR, I was able to cover in maximum 5-6 hours. 6 hours went for RR, then 3 hours went for BTR. And the last thing that I used to do was PYQs in the night because your mind is drained. So how to go about PYQs is, firstly, I hope I'm going on the right pathway, sir.
Yeah, yeah,
Is that
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. So firstly, how to approach PYQs? Yeah. Don't jump in for INICT PYQs because one, you have already mastered it. You have sat for INICT, so I'm sure that you've mastered them. Secondly, the bodies are different. PYQs do not overlap. So just focus on NEET maximum. If you are in the FOMO, ki yaar INICT wale questions will be left out. Last year's INICT, this current one, recall if you watched, it's okay that, and last year's November and May. That's it. No, I don't think you should waste your time on INICT PYQs before 2024. Right? Now, how to triage things? Start from 2024 NEET. 2024 NEET, solve every MCQ. It should be on your tips. Even if you're confident about it, even if you have certain bookmarked MCQs, still solve every MCQ because you need to be quick in the exam and you need to be thorough. This was the question which was asked. I will not waste my time on it and I will mark this answer. You will feel confident also, right? So 2024, do all the do all the PYQs of 19 subjects. Before that, now starting from 2023, if you guys have bookmarked PYQs, then just go for that. I mean, there will be questions which were very easy, so you did not bookmark them, you already know them, let them go. It's okay. Just follow bookmark PYQs starting from 2023 till 2021. Till 2021, you have covered PYQs, you still have time for a particular subject. Then you go till 2017. Otherwise, I feel if there is a crunch of time, theory takes precedence over PYQs before 2021. If you have a choice to make whether I should complete my RR notes or I should do PYQs from before 2021, I think you should go for RR notes only because theory will help you. PYQs 2021 before that were very different. The bodies have changed, the sets, pattern of exam has changed. So this is how you will triage things. Write it down that this is the order of my importance. First, RR notes. Second, BTR if it is required. If you feel ki RR I have done thoroughly, I don't need to do BTR. You leave out on BTR. Trust what your gut says. Trust your instincts. At this point of time, the biggest crime that you will commit is listening to other people, listening what others have to say about your preparation. That do DVT, it is important. Do cerebellum, this is important. Do Zena ma'am's new video, which that is important. No, you decide for yourself that this is important for me. This is where I'm lacking, so I will focus on that. Do not be in that FOMO. No one in this world knows how the exam is going to come. So why do you want to? You take your own chances, right? You take a calculated guess. Ki, theek hai, this is I'm doing right. If you feel ki maybe I'm a bit underconfident and I can maybe take help from a senior, then do that. But please do not fall into absurd ideas of doing a altogether new topic from a new teacher. It will not stick and it will just bring in that anxiety. I had a mentee who told me that I was following Sakshi ma'am, but at the end I switched it to Deepti ma'am. So she told me to Deepti ma'am has taught so much. She has taught this and that, and Sakshi ma'am has not done that. So what benefit did she derive from that thing? Nothing. She just got into that FOMO that oh my God, I was learning from the wrong teacher. But that is not the case. Everyone has their shortcomings and everyone has their advantages. You trust your seniors, you trust your teachers wherever you've read from, and most importantly, you trust that you are on the right pathway and you have done what was needed. You just need to polish it and keep yourself in that Zen mode which Zena ma'am teaches every time. You have to be in that zone. Do not take advices from any random people. I'm sorry to say, I mean, I have not had that experience, but I feel there are so many people who will misguide you at this point of time because these are your competitors, and that is fair only. It is your duty to filter that noise. It is your duty to believe that I have done the right thing and I'm going to stick by my plan. Raat ko, whatever you make in that list, only that you will follow. Nothing else comes in. No teacher, nothing will change that list. You will make it one night before and you will stick to it. That is where discipline comes. If now, how many hours to study, let's say? If you feel the subject that you're going to cover is a little too much, then spend around 13-14 hours. I mean, if you have to cover surgery and OBGYN and that too, both BTR, RR and PYQs, you'll have to spend 13-14 hours. I usually don't ask people to do stretch this much, but this is the final shot and it will help you only. The more theory that will go in front of your eyes, the more content that you will brush up, the more confident you will feel in the exam ki I have covered certain things. And now, how to read stuff? See, I would suggest make your own schedule. Yeah, make your own schedule till 10th of June. Pura blueprint, micromanage things. If you are landing in that zone of anxiety, let's say अभी आपको you're feeling कि oh my god, how am I going to complete 19 subjects? Micromanage things. My aim is to cover this one subject for this particular day. That is it. If I will have done it by night, I will have spent a very good day and I will sleep peacefully. I will not worry because everything is in control. That is also giving you the anxiety that oh my, how will I complete obs gynae in that particular day? Then even further micromanage it. I will do 50 pages in 1 hour. That is also giving you the anxiety. I will do this one page in next 5 minutes, and if I do that, I will take the win and I will be happy. If you somehow start doing that, now your mind will feel that I am climbing the ladder. Towards the end, your syllabus will be over. Right? That is how I feel. That is what the difference is. People get into this panicky mode. I have seen so many people saying that I got sick in the last 15 days. That I was so anxious that I got a panic attack. I want to take SSRIs. I want to take I'll jump on biochem. I want to take zolpidem. I feel that this comes because of the exam. So just micromanage things that way. Now, how to divide it is 70% goes to theory, 30% goes to PYQs of your time. Spend 70% on theory and just brush through things. You've already done it. You just need to be confident कि okay, ये आता है next page, ये आता है next page. ये नहीं आता. Now sit and analyze कि okay, this is something where I'll falter. Now write this down in your choti copy. So why I was saying that complete your syllabus till 10th was that for next 2 days, let's say 11th and 12th, you will have to brush up the content that you have done in May. You will have forgotten, no matter how confident you feel. If you're starting your preparation from now and you're planning that whatever subject you're doing now, you will remember till 15th. I think it's a little too much. So what I will cater to the questions in the end. I have just like 5-10 minutes of the bit that I have prepared. So whatever you've done in May, you have to brush it up in 11th and 12th, right? So on 14th, just leave that day. I feel there is a lot of anxiety and other things that are going on. You have to travel also, you have to prepare also. So you take 14 as a nil day only, that it will help. In case you are able to calm yourself down, that becomes a bonus day. But if you think it that way ki 14th ko bhi you put something ki I have to do this, then you will land up in a very bad position. Because 14th ko na, what will happen is ek to first you will be so anxious. That is inevitable. Everybody is anxious. Secondly, you will have this stress ki oh my god, I have stretched my syllabus till 14th. I'm so definitely going to fail tomorrow. So keep 14th free only. Whatever you do on 14th becomes your bonus. That will give you confidence. Now, what to do on 13th, right? 13th ko, firstly, if there is chota mota itsy bitsy stuff left here and there, complete that on 13th. But that should not be a lot. That should take around maximum 3-4 hours. Bilkul itsy bitsy stuff should be left, not major chunk, right? Then, till 10th, whatever your subject you are reading, you know that you make your own micro choti copy now. You know that this is something which I know and which is important, but I will definitely forget. Like IPC, like milestones. That like that dabba of biochemistry, cofactors wala dabba. Ki calcium is utilized in this enzyme and copper is utilized in this enzyme. When you study now, you just figure out that this seems very important. It is very probable that this might get asked in exam, and it is also probable that I will forget it. You write that topic in your choti copy. Ki that dabba from biochemistry on flana page number. You do that. You do that for your 19 subjects and make a small list of topics that you have to do on 13th, right? But now what to add? You will not add bizarre, difficult tables in that. No, it has to be it has to be like very volatile only, and it has to be ultra important also. Don't add, I'll give you the example. Biochem also has this table of sphingolipids which ma'am has made. Sphingolipids, phospholipids. You know, the question is getting asked as one words only. They will not ask you the division, which of the following is sphingolipids. And even if they will, this is not the ultra most important that you do one day before the exam. The ultra most topic is that table of this enzyme, the enzymes only I'm talking about. The ultra most thing is IPC, BNS. So curate your choti most copy for 13th like that while you're going through your last final go, and that you do on 13th. Plus the itsy bit stuff which is left. Still, you are clueless that 14th go I have the confidence and what do I need to do? I think if you feel that you still can read, then if choti copy is left, that is what you can do. Or what you can do is you can watch Zena ma'am's videos very passively. You can watch these mega neat BTRs. These have lots of contents in it. So if you just sit down and just watch it passively, and whatever your mind is letting go in, just let it go. Other than that, you don't need to fix on anything. Right now, like one thing I would tell you, the checklist for last 10 days is theory, PYQs, and compiled modules. Now, how to choose what to do from compiled modules? I don't think you should choose any of the new stuff which ma'am has added, Love and Billy edition, and I think whatever Guyton edition, Robbins edition, because we also sat for our exam last year and we could also do decently well. So I feel the initial videos like infectious disease, graphs, then we have cadaver, then we have obs, gynae, cancers wali class, and histopath class. These 5 things are not included anywhere. So I feel these 5, 6 things you have to somehow figure it out where to adjust. Maybe towards the end of the day you can adjust, or in medicine itself that you choose. But this is something which needs to be done. This is important. Last thing, also include obs gynae cancers in on 13th. I can assure you, obs-gynae cancer will definitely get asked. You can leave all the cancers, but 4 cancers of OBGYN you should know by heart. It is very ridiculous, but you should know by heart. Whatever ma'am has taught, stroma ki depth, it 50% invasion of myometrium or itna percent invasion of myometrium, you should know it by heart. And the particular management at every level. It is really ridiculous, but I'm really sorry. It's very unfortunate you have to know it by heart. Other than that, nobody is expecting any new cancer from you. Right? And last one thing which needs to be included in checklist is compiled modules. Yeah, ENDs. Now, lots of students had this doubt that what to do about ENDs. Just choose one END. If you need to do ki karna hi hai, to just choose one END. At our time, Zena ma'am had only told that BTR 2.0, END 2.0 was very important for NEET. So we did that. Whatever Zena ma'am has told you, or there is a general consensus in the BTR group itself, ki this is important for NEET, go follow that and stick to it. Do not feel the FOMO ki ye bhi reh gaya, wo bhi reh gaya. It's fine. You will leave out on something. Your aim at this point of time is to be wise and clever, to choose what is important for you. So whatever END people are saying and you feel confident ki haan, this is right, just follow that. At the end of the day, you have completed your syllabus. You have completed everything that you had written down for yourself. Raat ko just open that END and let it go passively. END ki solution I'm talking about. Don't challenge yourself ki I will test. I will test how much I know. It will land you up in anxiety, right? So END ke liye just watch the video very passively, let it go into your system, and that's it. So basically, theory, your own notes, whatever, PYQs, then you have compiled modules and ENDs. No GTs after first. I don't think, and yeah, like you just watch the new drugs YouTube video from GRG sir on on 14th. I feel रात को एक बार देख लेना, it will just help. That's it. That's the thing I think you should do.
How was your last week?
So, I mean, do you want me to stress upon the anxiety stuff, or like what to study?
Whatever, everything we can help.
Anything? Okay. Okay. So see, firstly, I'll just give 2 minutes over.
Might be schedule also, right?
Sorry?
There might be schedule for crying also.
Yeah. So I will tell you, I've sat for Indian PG exams 4 times, 2 NEETs and 2 NICTs. Yeah, 2 NEETs and 2 NICTs. So I've gone through that last 1 week 4 times. So I know you guys must be feeling really, really, first of all, anxious. That is actually the place where no one wants to be. It's very dangerous. But see, what to study, I'll just touch upon that and then we'll focus on the mentality thing. Keep those subjects for the last 1 week which you feel are very weak for you. Obs Gynae was the weakest subject for me, right? So put those 3-4 subjects only you will be able to do in the last 1 week. And plus, I would suggest just do an AT and pharma in the last 1 week, because you can't be confident for these subjects. Nobody can, and it is very wise to keep it just before the exams. These 2 subjects were always the last ones I used to complete. So put an AT and pharma, and whatever third subject can be, whatever you feel very less confident about. Now, last 1 week may definitely you will feel sick to the stomach. You will feel like pukish. You will feel कि क्या ले लिया यार, I should have taken engineering only, or I should have just like And these thoughts will come to you. Everybody goes through these thoughts. This particular classmate of mine is doing did his BTech, and now he's like flying abroad and he's enjoying. And what are you guys doing? You're dropping and you're just feeling sick to the stomach. But these are very normal thoughts. Just try to suppress it. I think by the end of it, I had mastered the art of suppression, which we read in psychiatry. कि इससे ज़्यादा तो क्या ही कर सकते हैं? What can you do more than this? You have to be in that position, study so much that at the end of the day, in the night, you feel कि इससे ज़्यादा तो मैं क्या ही कर सकती हूँ? इससे ज़्यादा तो कोई भी इंसान क्या ही कर सकता है? So try to make a schedule like that, and then towards the end, in the night, do whatever passive thing you want to do. Just don't leave any scope for these negative thoughts, right? I used to start watching Zena ma'am's video only of Mega Need BT, or of whatever you want. Watch anything on YouTube which is educational. Don't give your mind time to even think that what is going wrong with you, because trust me, if you give yourself if you let your brain think about analyze what the situation, it is pretty shitty. It is. But you have to trust it, you have to accept it, and focus on your focus where your focus is required at this particular time, right? Do this for last 1 week. One night before the exam, I will tell you, there will be lots of bad feelings that will be coming in. INICT was not that high stake exam, because I feel so many people realize this fact that itni seats nahi hai, so people will not feel that way. For NEET, every one single one of you will feel, what if I don't, what if I panic tomorrow? What if I don't pass the bar? What if I have to drop? What if I get left behind? I'm not introducing new ideas, but I feel this definitely comes. So, in the night, if you have the energy and courage to open a book in front of you, just open it. Don't think that to study actively or to even study, but just trick your mind into believing that I fought till the last minute. Praveen sir used to say this, right? And I feel wo ho nahi pata because you feel very tired and exhausted. But just open a book in front of you. That will make the anxiety go away, because your mind will feel that कर ही तो रही हूँ जितना करना है, इससे ज्यादा क्या ही करूँ. Always trick your mind into believing that you are doing the best thing, the best job. It will help you in suppression that, okay, after this, I will get a good rank only. What more can anybody expect out of me? So yeah, I think last 1 week is that only. And don't study anything on the day of exam. You need your mind to be very fresh. Raat ko bhi, please, if you can, just wrap everything up maximum by 7. After that, you will get tired. Your brain capacity to think, your brain needs air to breathe. So just sleep at a reasonable hour, wake up. On the way, I read Vese BNS, because that was introduced that year only, last year only. So that was very new for me. So I read BNS, and that's it. And I went into the exam hall with full confidence. Don't talk to people. One thing is that please don't talk to people. You have no idea what goes on, and plus be confident कि मुझे ही आता है. You don't know that. I think you should be a bit overconfident that that person does not know it, and they don't know it mostly. Only you only know it. Be in that situation, right? So yeah, this is it.
Yeah. You can unmute yourself and you can ask.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, hi.
Ma'am, actually, obviously, the INSET didn't go as planned. The thing was, when I gave my INSET November में, I got 5,000 and
Okay.
unprepared. मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा ऐसे internship के बाद ऐसे ही बस जाके दे दिया था. And this time I was preparing थोड़ा seriously, and still I got worse than that rank.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I did everything I could and I'm doing it right now also, but I don't know what is lacking. So what I planned yesterday was like, let me give GTs back to back. Let me see what is lacking in my preparation. And I'll extract out from that कि मेरा ये subject अभी weak चल रहा है या ये चल रहा है, then I'll do it. So is it correct? I don't know. मतलब will it work? Will it not work? How many GTs should I go for? I don't know, ma'am. I'm completely clueless about everything.
Okay, so this is like a real case scenario for me also. My rank also got increased to 10x after studying. I prepared for 4 months, got very good rank, and then prepared for next 6 months, got a 10x rank. I was devastated. I thought maybe I was doing something wrong. See, Ayushi, I'll tell you this one thing. Your brain goes into hypervigilance mode when it when you think that you have to get a good rank, when you expect certain things, you get into that mode. When you sat for the November INICT attempt, now your brain was in this mode that I have not prepared, let's see what happens. When you go in the exam with that chill attitude, you definitely perform better. Definitely you do that. So what to do? So this is not your fault. This is a very, very extremely normal thing. I've seen so many people face this. And May INICT is relatively tougher than November INICT. Lots of people are giving it, and the batch, dropper batch though is doing only in November, but this year in May INICT, the current batch also catches up. So that is why it becomes really difficult. Now, what to do? You know your lacunas. You figured this out that these are 3-4 subjects where I'm lacking, where I'm getting bad scores in GT. So you focus on those subjects particularly. Definitely, that is the best plan of action. Master your PYQs and analyze your recall. Once I think you should sit for INICT ka recall. If you can watch through YouTube, or if the exam, it is already out on any of the platform, just see where you faltered. Was it something where you were, not trusting yourself? I had this one person who told me that he marked 10 questions and then he rechecked it and changed the answer, and the answer got wrong for all the 10 questions. I will tell you in the exam, always trust your instinct, always trust your gut. It is coming from a place where you have already read it. There are times when you can't pinpoint ki ye answer kyun hai, where you can't explain it to someone, but your mind says that this is the answer. That is the answer. This is a very key exam strategy in the exam hall. If you have marked certain option, and you feel that you've read the question right only, you've read the options right only, you have to have a very, very concrete evidence of changing that question, right? Changing that option. You have to have a very irrefutable evidence ki ye galat hai and I will change it. Otherwise, you don't change the option, because it is coming from your first instinct is almost always the right instinct only. One is that. Secondly, apna you plan, these are the weak subjects and just go with it. Don't question yourself. This is a very, very normal phenomena. You just see where you faltered, master those subjects. If whether PYQ was the issue, where silly mistakes was the issue, if silly was the issue, try to increase your slot timings. That is very important. And just go forward with it with full confidence. Sometimes also, one last key point, sometimes it's just not your day. I've seen that happen. Sometimes
Then मतलब as you said कि last के time पे GTs नहीं दे रहे हैं फिर ज़्यादा, तो what should I do फिर then? मतलब what I have planned is कि मैं हर alternate day GT देती हूँ and I see कि क्या होता है, कितना कितना ज़्यादा चीजों में दिक्कत आ रही है, तो मतलब should I go with that plan, should I not go with that plan? I'm still confused. As you said कि maximum focus भी theory पे रखते हो.
um, is giving GTs and evaluating them helping you? Or is it bringing in anxiety?
No, I think I started it today. वापस से कल रिजल्ट के बाद से, तो अभी तो फिलहाल जो रिव्यू किया उसमें एंजाइटी नहीं है, जस्ट क्लैरिटी आ रही है कि आई नो दिस थिंग इज वीक, आई नो ये और इम्प्रूव करना है.
Okay, I see the issue with this is that इससे आपको सिर्फ clarity आएगी. You will just realize that this is lacking, but you have to give yourself the time to study for that subject, right? So if you are planning in maximum, I think you should give 2-3 GTs till. If you're very fond of GTs, you can give 2-3 GTs, but have that phase between where you're studying the subject. I mean, Maro GTs are very extensive only, but still you will have to go through stuff. So, in my opinion, giving GTs back to back isn't such a great idea. What you can do best is that keep 2-3 GTs, but in between study theory in the exam hall. That page will come in your front of your eyes, not the exact question.
हेलो मैम.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
हेलो मैम. मैम मुझे पूछना था कि जैसे अभी लास्ट टाइम में 20 डेज में सारे सब्जेक्ट्स करने हैं, तो मैं यहाँ पे अभी जैनब मैम के यहाँ पे बूट कैंप में हूँ, तो मेरा भी मैम ऐसे पेपर बिगड़ गया है INI का, तो अभी मैं इनका ना बैक टू बैक 4 GTs है, 29th 1 2 3 और फिर एक्सप्लेनेशन है, तो मैं प्लान नहीं कर पाऊंगी अपना रिवीजन प्रॉपर. मुझे बहुत कम टाइम लग रहा है कि अभी फिर 29 से GT स्टार्ट है, फिर 4th के बाद 1 वीक रह जाएगा, तो मुझे बहुत एंग्जाइटी. तो क्या मैं खुद का ऐसे प्लान करके ही रिवाइज कर लूँ एंड GTs, मतलब बस GTs दे दूँ और स्किप कर दूँ, उसमें से जो वीक खुद से ही पढ़ लूँ उसको?
हाँ. I mean, when I was exam going, then ma'am had planned mega need BTRs, 4 big GTs back to back. So I did not sit for them. Because I thought ki theory is the best thing for me. If you feel that theory is better, then definitely go for theory. Nothing, I mean, मतलब कुछ अगर आपको लगेगा ना उसके बाद कि people are saying that this GT was golden, Zainab ma'am is saying this GT was golden, just watch the solution video. I mean, okay, how do you do that in bootcamp? I don't know, but you can just skim through the answers once. कि
मैम एक्चुअली
क्या था?
मेरा ना यहाँ पे कंसिस्टेंट मैम मैं 150 प्लस स्कोर कर रही थी हर एक जीटी में। मेरे मॉक में भी मैम 159 करेक्ट हुए, बट मेन एग्जाम में मेरे 125 करेक्ट हुए, और ये सेम रिपीट हुआ था 24th नीट में, और इसीलिए मैंने ड्रॉप लिया था। मैंने अच्छे से पढ़ाई की थी बट मेरा एग्जाम बिगड़ गया था, इसीलिए मैंने अभी फिर से सेम चीज़ रिपीट हुई है, तो मुझे बहुत डर लग गया है कि नीट में तो और भी मेरा रैंक बहुत 2 फोल्ड 3 फोल्ड इंक्रीज हो जाता है। तो मैं वही, हाँ, मैंने माइक्रो मैनेज करके कभी लास्ट टाइम में पढ़ाई नहीं की है, वो मेरा फॉल्ट है, मैं वो उस पर वर्क करूँगी। बट वो एंग्जाइटी बार बार दिमाग में आ रहा है कि वो लास्ट ईयर वाला ही रिपीट हो रही है चीज़ें, और लग रहा है कि यहाँ पे कुछ मतलब ही नहीं बना। मैंने हर जीटी में अच्छा परफॉर्म किया और मेन एग्जाम में जाके बिल्कुल ही ख़राब हो गया, तो वो डर बिल्कुल बहुत ज़्यादा लग रहा है नीट के लिए भी।
Okay. एक तो I would firstly, do you think that आप बिल्कुल पैनिक हो जाते हो? ऐसा होता है या नहीं?
मैम एक्चुअली क्या होता है, एग्जाम से पहले मैं सो नहीं पाती हूँ, और वो वहाँ पे मेरा माइंड ऐसे पता नहीं क्यों, मैं बहुत ट्राई करती हूँ, मैं बुक्स रख देती हूँ, मतलब मैं सोने की कोशिश, बट मैं दोनों ही एग्जाम में नहीं सो पाई, और वो इतना पता नहीं, शायद मेरा माइंड शट हो जाता है, मैं बहुत ही ज़्यादा अंडर परफॉर्म करती हूँ। मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा है कि मैं कैसे, हर बार सोचती हूँ उसको रेक्टिफाई करने का, बट सेम चीज़ें रिपीट हो जाती है हर एग्जाम में।
ओके, सी, एक तो मैं आपको बताऊंगी कि सी, इफ यू आर स्कोरिंग 150 करेक्ट ना, दैट इज टॉप नॉच। 159 इज लाइक अ टॉप नॉच प्रिपरेशन फेज ओनली। अब एग्जाम में क्या होता है कि मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल आर वेरी confident, mostly those people are underconfident who are not getting good rank. So if you are feeling underconfident, that is actually not true, because your ranks are showing, right? So exam mein when you're sitting, that and feel that you will back up in that exam, these things will come, that what if ye wala year drop ho gaya, what if mera 120 rank aa gaya, and what will people say, mera to ye rank aa raha tha, what will my parents think? ये सारे thoughts आते हैं, सारे उस टाइम पे ना, just try to like, एक तो pull yourself back। मैं एग्जाम हॉल में ऐसे करती कि मुझे क्वेश्चन से ही दूर जाना है, जस्ट पुल योरसेल्फ बैक, गिव योरसेल्फ दैट 1 मिनट कि ओके, मतलब गिव योरसेल्फ दैट 1 मिनट ऑफ हैविंग ऑल द बैड थॉट्स, थिंक फॉर 1 मिनट कि ये सब होगा एंड इट इज ओके, आई हैव थिंग्स अंडर कंट्रोल। आपने उस मोमेंट पे उस क्वेश्चन पे फुल फोकस देना है कि यार मुझे ना, मेरे सामने ये पेशेंट आया, मुझे अभी इसको देखना है, आई विल केटर टू दिस थॉट एट अ लेटर टाइम। एक क्वेश्चन करोगे, पोस्टपोन करो उस थॉट को, सेकंड क्वेश्चन करोगे, पोस्टपोन करो उस थॉट को, 5वें क्वेश्चन तक वो थॉट चला जाएगा। जस्ट ट्राई टू ब्रिंग योर माइंड बैक इनटू दैट क्वेश्चन फॉर दैट 1 मिनट। उसको आप ये सोच लो कि मैं इस क्वेश्चन के बाद सोचती हूँ इस बारे में, क्योंकि क्या होएगा जब आपका ऐसे होता रहेगा ना, 5वें क्वेश्चन के बाद आपको लगेगा छोड़ यार अब तो ठीक हो गई मैं, बस समहाउ ट्राई टू, एम आई ऑन म्यूट?
No, no, no. I'm not saying about you. I'm saying other people should mute themselves after asking question.
Sorry. Yeah. So somehow you should feel confident that you are well prepared in the exam. Give yourself that 1 minute when anxiety kicks in. Secondly, if you feel lack of sleep is putting you in that position, please don't think like that. Your body has such great potential for releasing this adrenaline that nothing, it never happens. Never happens. Even 8 hours deficient on sleep still function as compared to the body. Trust me on that. I have for USMLE as well without sleeping. I mean, I have also done that. नहीं आती नींद, but कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. You genuinely, your body has that capacity to back it, right? So, yeah, this is it.
हेलो मैम।
Hello.
हेलो, गुड इवनिंग मैम।
Good evening.
मैम मेरे को पूछना था, इस आयन सेट में ना मेरे 6 के रैंक आया था, तो उसमें मेरी
हाँ जी।
जो प्रॉपर गलती हो रही थी, जो एक्चुअली जो क्वेश्चंस प्रीवियस टॉपिक से थे वो तो सही हो रहे थे, बट जो क्वेश्चन थोड़े से घुमा के थे या थोड़े से 2-3 न्यू ऑप्शंस थी वो गलत हो रहे थे। बेसिकली रूल आउट ऑप्शंस करनी मेरे को, मतलब जो जहाँ पे रूल आउट करना आ जाता था वो क्वेश्चन मेरा गलत हो जाता था। तो अभी लास्ट के 20 डेज में मैंने सोचा था एक बार सारे सिलेबस को एक्टिव रिकॉल कर लूंगा और साथ में एमसीक्यूज कर लूंगा, बट अब मेरे को ये पूछना था कि एमसीक्यूज को मेरे को ज्यादा ध्यान देना चाहिए या एक्टिव रिकॉल को थ्योरी की ज्यादा ध्यान देना चाहिए?
नहीं, मुझे लगता है आपको एक्टिव रिकॉल पे ही ध्यान देना चाहिए, बिकॉज वो जो कंफ्यूज हो रहे थे ना, कंफ्यूजन ऑलवेज कम्स फ्रॉम अ प्लेस वेयर यू हैव नॉट मास्टर्ड दैट थिंग। आपका ओवरलैप हो रहा है, आपके माइंड में ना क्लैरिटी नहीं है, यार ये यहाँ था या यहाँ था। तो
हाँ।
आपको वहीं पर वही पेज खोल के उस पे हाथ रख के बोलना पड़ेगा। दिस इज एक्टिव रिकॉलिंग ना, कि आप सोच रहे हो कि अच्छा यहाँ पे ये होना चाहिए, एंड देन यू चेक, एंड देन यू फोर्स योरसेल्फ कि अगली बार नहीं करूंगा गलत। यू हैव टू एक्टिवली रिकॉल। वो क्लैरिटी ना एग्जाम में वो ऐसे बोलते हैं ना लोग, यार दो में कंफ्यूजन थी, ऐसे हो गया,
हाँ,
नहीं
यही हो
दो।
रहा था, दो में कंफ्यूजन हो रही थी, दो ऑप्शंस में बस।
या क्योंकि आप वो उन्हें एग्जामिनर्स को पता है कि ये दो तो सारे रूल आउट कर लेंगे, यहाँ फंसाएंगे हम। सो आपको यू शुड बी मतलब आई थिंक आप अगर आप अपने पुराने नोट्स पे जाओगे और उसको एक्टिवली रिकॉल करोगे, तब वो आपके मन में ना इमेज प्रिंट हो जाएगी। फिर आपको सोचना नहीं पड़ेगा, फिर अपने आप एक क्वेश्चन ना अपने एक ऑप्शन ना बेटर लगने लग जाएगी। ये होता है कि अपने आप धीरे धीरे ना बेटर लगने लग जाती है। तो डेफिनेटली आप दोबारा से वही नोट्स पे जाओ और एक्टिव रिकॉल करो। एमसीक्यूज से फायदा नहीं होगा यार, क्योंकि गलती एमसीक्यूज की है नहीं, मतलब एमसीक्यूज तो ऑल टुगेदर न्यू होएगा ना, तो वो आपका
हाँ,
टॉपिक तो अभी।
मैं वही पूछना था कि एज इन एमसीक्यूज तो मतलब प्रोबेबली न्यू ही होंगे नीट पीजी में, तो मेरे को प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस करने चाहिए, या जैसे मैरो में ऑल टैग्स का एक रैंडम लाइक कस्टम मॉड्यूल बना के प्रैक्टिस ज्यादा करनी चाहिए? मतलब किस दोनों में से किसका फायदा ज्यादा है? क्योंकि क्वेश्चंस तो नीट पीजी में। हाँ जी।
पीवाईक्यूज
ओके, तो
मैं
मतलब रैंडम
या
टैग्स का फिर छोड़ दूं एक बार, क्योंकि मेरे को ऐसे था कि नीट पीजी में तो मतलब टॉपिक्स तो प्रोबेबली न्यू ही होंगे, तो थोड़ा सा रूल आउट ऑप्शन ज्यादा में भी उधर ध्यान देना चाहिए मुझे कि अगर क्वेश्चन न्यू है तो उसको कैसे अप्रोच करूं मैं, ये प्रैक्टिस करनी चाहिए अभी, या प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन की तरफ ज्यादा ध्यान दूं?
यार मैं इसलिए कह रही हूँ पीवाईक्यूज, क्योंकि वो दैट इज समथिंग दैट यू कैन बैंक अपॉन,
ओके।
राइट? यू हैव टू डू स्टफ विच यू आर श्योर कि आएगा। अभी इस टाइम पे ना आप ये गेसेस नहीं मार सकते कि शायद आ जाए, शायद मेरी इससे बेटर हो जाएगी रूलिंग आउट कैपेसिटी। रूलिंग आउट कैपेसिटी ना हमेशा नॉलेज से बेटर होती है, ना कि क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने से। मतलब
ओके।
क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने से डेफिनेटली होती है यार, मतलब तुम्हें पता चल जाता है इसको ऐसे करना है वैसे करना है, बट इन दी वेरी इनिशियल स्टेजेस ऑफ प्रिपरेशन। नाउ तो यू आर इन योर फाइनल लास्ट लैप ओनली। अब तो आपको बस फटाफट ब्रश अप करना है ताकि एग्जाम में ना क्लैरिटी रहे, क्योंकि यार टाइम क्रंच इज द इशू ना, कंटेंट इज नॉट द इशू। आपके पास चूज कर सकते हो कि यार ये करूंगा या ये करूंगा। तो आई फील यू शुड डेफिनेटली गो फॉर समथिंग विच इज फेमिलियर एंड मेक दैट स्ट्रॉन्ग, कि इसमें से आया ना तो गलत नहीं करूंगा। तभी यू कैन गिव योर सेल्फ दैट लिबर्टी ऑफ गेटिंग 30 क्वेश्चन रॉन्ग। इफ यू गेट 30 क्वेश्चन रॉन्ग ना, यू विल बी इन टॉप 100। ओके, नॉट टॉप 100 बट टॉप 500। सो
ओके।
टॉप 500 इज टू बी एट। तो हाँ, मतलब आप सोचो ना, तो न्यू क्वेश्चंस आप एग्जाम में भी, फॉर एवरीवन आई वुड से, एग्जाम में भी ये सोचना जब कुछ नहीं आ रहा ना, कि मैं 30 बार गलतियां कर सकता हूँ या कर सकती हूँ। हमेशा ये सोचना, यू डोंट नीड टू नो ऑल द 200, इट इज ओके टू गेट 30 क्वेश्चंस रॉन्ग। तो अपने आप को वो लिबर्टी देना, राइट?
एक मैम मेरे को ये पूछना था, मेरे जीटी में ना लाइक 140 के अराउंड करेक्ट होते रहते हैं, तो जैसे बोलते हैं ना वीक सब्जेक्ट, मेरा एज इन कोई वीक सब्जेक्ट नहीं है। जैसे हर एक में लाइक एक सब्जेक्ट में 4 करेक्ट हो गए, इनकरेक्ट हो गए, 4 इनकरेक्ट इन ऑब्स गायनी, 4 इनकरेक्ट इन सर्जरी, ऐसे 4, तो बेसिकली सारे ना सेम सेम से इनकरेक्ट होते हैं हर एक सब्जेक्ट में। तो मैं एंड पे फिर कौन से सब्जेक्ट को ज्यादा ध्यान दूं? लाइक मैं सोच रहा था बिग सब्जेक्ट एंड पे रख दूंगा, कि जैसे 8 9 एंड 10 को बेसिकली सर्जरी, पीएसएम एंड ऑब्स गायनी, तो उससे ज्यादा क्वेश्चन आते हैं, तो मे बी उससे ज्यादा बेनिफिट हो जाएगा। तो ये ठीक है, या इसको मतलब पहले कर लूं सब्जेक्ट्स को?
नहीं, ये यार ये दिस इज एन अमेजिंग प्लान इफ यू आर स्टिकिंग टू इट। बट इसमें ना एक चीज मैं आपको ये बताना चाहती हूँ कि वोलेट ज्यादा पीछे रख। हम लोग ना भागते रहते हैं मेडिसिन के पीछे, इतना भागते हैं मेडिसिन के पीछे कि हमें वो टुवर्ड्स द एंड। मेडिसिन वाज दैट वन सब्जेक्ट जो मैं सबसे पहले, क्योंकि मुझे था कि ये तो पक्का ही याद रहेगी, क्योंकि इतनी बार तो पढ़ लिया डर के चक्कर में। तो लास्ट वीक में ना वो सब्जेक्ट्स रखने हैं जो आपको लगता है वोलेटाइल ज्यादा है, जैसे बायोकेमिस्ट्री, एनाटॉमी, फार्मा।
ओके मैम,
या
थैंक यू।
ओके,
Good evening, ma'am.
गुड इवनिंग।
Ma'am, first of all, I'm really happy to talk to you. What you have achieved is really amazing and truly inspirational to all of us.
थैंक यू सो मच, इट मीन्स अ लॉट।
No, ma'am, most of the approach you have clarified, ma'am. Actually, I am an intern currently. Matlab, this is my internship attempt. I scored around 6K rank in INI, and
Yeah.
ma'am, most of the stuff I have covered actually, matlab, before INI, but due to some issues, maybe I don't know why, due to overthinking, I messed up my exam. And
Yeah.
now, in this phase, in this 20 days, when I'm preparing for NEET, I don't feel like going back through all those notes again, ma'am. So, what should I do? Should I just go and do a retrospective approach? Like, I have watched some videos about people doing retrospective. They do GT. A girl was saying this earlier as well, na? Ki, every alternate day GT देके and then retrospect में वो जो topics है वो topics complete कर लो सिर्फ. So is it मतलब possible to do this now, because notes is all मतलब I agree मतलब we can do it, but I don't feel like going through all of this again and again. And मैम confidence build up नहीं करता notes से वो मेरे को मतलब जो होना चाहिए.
Okay. So firstly, see, if you think that you are that confidence nahi build hoga with notes, then definitely approach this GT pattern only, that you solve the GTs first and then you really think that these topics are weak from these subjects and you just selectively do that. This is a good idea in case you feel that notes are not building that confidence. But see, I understand fatigue is actually a thing. Matlab, I will never say somebody ki no, you just work no matter what you do. This is the only option. I totally acknowledge that you are fatigued, you are demotivated, you are depressed, and it is okay. It's fine. Everybody is going through that. But at the same time, you cannot say कि मतलब है fatigue, but थकने की वजह से don't skip the notes part कि bore हो गए. If you somehow in your mind feel कि notes will help, then definitely go for notes. But अगर आपको लग रहा है वो confidence ही नहीं build कर रहा, तो ये best approach है. But I will just warn you for one thing. On 14th of June, you should not feel कि मैंने notes ही नहीं पढ़े यार. क्योंकि ये सिचुएशन हो सकती है. Maybe at the night of 14th you feel कि shit man, everybody studied everything and I did not. If you are prepared for that कि नहीं मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगेगा and I will have done my GTs and selective approach, then definitely go for this.
मैम तो ऐसे डेली क्वेश्चंस करने से मतलब टॉपिक्स जितना है नोट्स में मोस्टली कवर नहीं होंगे, मतलब यू आर सेइंग नोट्स कहीं ना कहीं आई विल लैक इन समथिंग ऐसा.
यार पता है क्या होता है इन द एग्जाम हॉल ना, व्हाट हैपेंस इज तुम्हें एग्जाम में याद आता है कि ये चीज छूट गई और फिर तुम्हें बहुत बुरी लगती है. मतलब मुझे याद है कॉलरा वैक्सीन का मैंने स्टिकी नोट लगाया था और मैं भूल गई थी वो, तो और वो सेकंड सेट में आया था. मतलब तो मैं आपको बस ये बताना चाहती हूँ कि इट शुड नॉट हैपन इन द एग्जाम कि बहुत बेसिक चीज थी बट जस्ट बिकॉज आई यूज द सिलेक्टिव अप्रोच तो मेरा रह गया. एंड आई फील दैट थिंग्स माइट गेट लेफ्ट. मतलब ऐसे ना हो कि आपका अब्रप्शो पूरा याद करना ही भूल रह गया था कि वो टेबल जिसमें टर्मिनेशन ऑफ प्रेगनेंसी इतने वीक्स पे होता है इतने वीक्स पे होता है वो ही रह गया बिकॉज ऑफ सिलेक्टिव अप्रोच. जस्ट मेक श्योर दैट दिस इज नॉट हैपनिंग. जब आप जीटी से पीछे जाओगे ना तो यू आर डूइंग सिलेक्टिव टॉपिक्स बट ज़ेना मैम हैज क्लब्ड ऐसे बॉक्सेस गिवन ना फॉर दीज थिंग्स. या तो फिर आप एक काम बट द एंड ना जस्ट स्किम थ्रू थिंग्स कि मेरा कोई बड़ा बड़ा बॉक्स ही तो नहीं रहा. जस्ट डू दैट. दिस इज व्हाट यू कैन डू इन द 4 days before exam.
Yeah, man, one more thing, ma'am. During the attempt, जो मतलब exam when I was giving, ma'am, I was really confused, ma'am. मतलब actually I did मतलब most of the GTs जो मैरो में थे, but exam में इतना ज़्यादा confusion था, इतना ज़्यादा overthinking हो रहा था, ma'am. Although मतलब comparatively NEET से कम time होता है INI में, but in this case, ma'am, NEET में तो और ज़्यादा time मिलेगा, तो और ज़्यादा overthinking होगा. So और ज्यादा चांसेस है कि मतलब गलत होंगे क्वेश्चंस. तो मतलब कैसे मतलब हाउ कैन आई बी श्योर कि व्हाट आई एम थिंकिंग इज करेक्ट. मतलब आई एम वेरी कंफ्यूज मैम इन दिस थिंग. सिली मिस्टेक्स, इतने सारे सिली मिस्टेक्स है मैम, मतलब आई कांट इवन एक्सप्लेन. तो मतलब हाउ टू ओवरकम दिस फियर मैम.
ठीक है यार. सिली मिस्टेक्स ना, एक तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सिली आर ऑलवेज options. Two to everybody can rule out, and this is where examiner trick you as well. So whenever you're approaching a question, first think of if there is a gut feeling, then to it's over. Then to that takes precedence. You choose what your gut feeling is saying because that is mostly right only, unless there is बहुत अच्छा सा example कि ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता. Secondly, now you've confused कि यार ये इसका आंसर ये है या ये है। तो एक तो थोड़ा सा थिंक ऑफ इट एज, थोड़ा लॉजिकली भी सोचो, मतलब आपको थोड़ा लॉजिकली ये भी सोचना है कि विच इज अ बेटर आंसर, विच इज अ मोर प्रोबेबल आंसर, which answer have I heard in the exam hall. An unheard option is never the answer, it is never the answer. मैं ये बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस से बता रही हूँ कि हमें लगता है कि हम इसकी तरफ जाएंगे, ये एक वियर्ड सी स्टफ लग रही है, इट इज नेवर द आंसर. द आंसर मोस्टली इज MI only and TB only, right? It will be rarely sarcoidosis and more likely TB. You have to have non-caseating granulomas for sarcoidosis, otherwise it is TB, right? So जब भी कोई confusion हो, more likely answer, more heard of answer is the most probable answer. Secondly, यार थोड़ा सा लॉजिक से आपको चलना है कि ठीक है, ये थोड़ा मेरे ये फ्लो चार्ट यहाँ से पढ़ा था, रिलेट थिंग्स यहाँ से वहाँ रिलेट करो कि अब पेशेंट अनस्टेबल आया है एंड आपका जैसे वो चेस्ट एक्सरे वाला मैम जैना मैम कितने अच्छे अच्छे एग्जांपल्स देती हैं, चेस्ट एक्सरे के नीचे एयर डायफ्राम आ गया तो इसको भेजो ना अब ओपन, उसमें इसमें नहीं करना CT, वो अनस्टेबल हो जाएगा, राइट? तो थोड़ी थोड़ी चीजें ना आपको लॉजिक से वहां पे सोच के कि ज्यादा लॉजिकल क्या लग रहा है, क्या मैंने इंटर्नशिप में क्या सुना है, एंड जस्ट गो फॉरवर्ड विद इट. अगर आप डरते रहोगे ना, ये तो सोचना ही नहीं कि यार मेरे गलत ये वो, हमेशा जब गेसेस लेते हो ना यू ऑलवेज विन. There is this video of Ravi sir on YouTube also, particularly for this. When you take these guesses na, you have to get 3 questions wrong, 4 questions wrong for equalizing 1 question right. So you are always winning. Whenever you feel that you are taking a guess out of 2, you are winning. कोई बात नहीं, वो कहीं ना कहीं बैलेंस हो जाता है. जब हम एग्जाम हॉल से बाहर आते हैं ना, तो हमें सिर्फ गलत हुए क्वेश्चंस याद आते हैं और तभी हमें लगता है कि हमने बहुत गलती की है. बट हम ये भूल जाते हैं कि वो तुक्के में ना, that by guessing game I have already made 5-6 options right also. You forget that, right? So in a way, that was your good shot only. But in the exam hall, logic, gut, plus definitely more heard of answer, and then just go forward with it with full confidence. You have to be confident. There is no other way out. If you keep on doubting yourself, ना फिर आप चल नहीं पाओगे. You just take that belief कि no, I'm thinking right. ये 3 चीजें फुलफिल हो रही है ना, गट मेरी बोल रही है, प्रोबेबल आंसर लग रहा है जो सारी दुनिया करेगी, एंड थर्ड लॉजिक है, इलॉजिकल बात तो नहीं कर रहा, कल को कोई किसी को सुनाऊं तो कोई बोले ये कैसे मार्क कर दिया, ऐसे तो नहीं कर रहा कुछ. So बस, if these 3 criteria are fulfilling, you are 99% times on the right answer.
Okay,
Hello,
thank you
ma'am.
so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Actually, I was preparing from Marrow, and while doing my third revision, I have made some concise notes. It's approximately 120 pages. और अभी
Yeah.
मुझे ऐसा होता है कि मैं अपने नोट्स पढ़ती हूँ खुद के, फिर लगता है कि नहीं, मुझे पूरी बुक खोल के देख लेना चाहिए जो 250 पेजेस की है सर्जरी की. So मैं रात को उठ के वो बुक खोलती हूँ और I mean I don't know कि I should give my preference to concise notes or to rapid revision whole, because मैंने I mean it's too vast कि मैं अभी 1.5 revision भी properly कर नहीं पाऊंगी.
Okay, so see, I definitely think that if you have prepared these notes for big subjects, just go for it, because then it becomes really difficult. But on days when you feel confident, मतलब मेरे साथ ऐसे होता था that I am prepared, I will be able to pull off surgery, कि मैं surgery के सारा RR कर लूंगी. So there were times when I used to do it, but there will be time when you are really fatigued. That is why you had prepared for this day, right? So you are already prepared. If you have 150 pages अपने खुद के, I think if you're tired, definitely go for it on a very zealous day कि यार आज तो ये भी कर दूंगी वो भी कर दूंगी, then you go for RR. And trust me on this, if you have prepared it on your own na, these 120 pages, so this is the only thing that you need to read. Baki aata hi hai, that is in your system, just believe that. So yeah, this is it.
The thing that is lagging behind, it can't like ऐसा लगता है ये भी बच रहा है वो भी बच रहा है. I mean उसमें पूरा पैनिक करके कुछ भी नहीं होता, ना ये होता है ना वो होता है.
So that is with this, you have to make realistic goals. Don't there are people who are doing this. No, that is actually not the case. You just make sure कि मैंने ये इतना ही करना है, मैंने BTR करना है. If a question does get asked from this, that I will definitely get right. If a question comes out of this, I will not blame myself, I will not blame anyone, and I will let it go. 30 क्वेश्चन तो गलत कर ही सकते हो ना यार. 30 तो मैं उसके लिए कह रही हूँ जब वैसे टॉप नॉच रैंक, 160 पे भी बहुत अच्छा रैंक आता है. सो फोमो की यार वो नहीं है, मतलब मैं आपको स्पीकिंग फ्रॉम माय ओन पर्सपेक्टिव, आई हैव टॉक्ड टू सो मेनी टॉपर्स आल्सो, दैट you do less, but you do it in such a way that you don't get it wrong. And trust me, अगर आपने जो खुद के बनाए हैं जैनब मैम ने बनाया ना, that is covering 90% of the exam. That is covering. हम गलती ये करते हैं कि हम सारी जगह का 50-50 कर लेते हैं और फिर हमें एंड में कुछ भी नहीं आता होता. So do less but master it.
Thank you, ma'am. Nice talking.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening. It is really nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I had a doubt. Like I was giving GT yesterday itself, and I got a score of around like neat mock I gave. I felt it to be a little on a tougher side, like
Yeah.
moderately tough. So I got a score of around like 147 correct. But I'm very underconfident, like because after INI, which was very a big trauma for me, because after like November INI, I was very confident कि चल बिना पढ़े इतना सब कर लिया, तो पढ़ के तो better आएगा. But the rank got doubled. So that happened. So I was like, after that, I was like, yeah, yesterday result came and I was like, I'll give a GT just to cover it up. कि मैंने एक हफ्ता इतना कुछ करा नहीं था कि अच्छा रैंक आएगा. So I did not do it much. But then yesterday I gave a GT, I got 147. So now I am thinking कि where am I lacking that I'm not crossing it up like 150 or 160 at this point of time? What should I do? Like give more GTs or what should I do? What would you do in my place?
Yeah. So see, if you are already at 150 correct, 147 is 150 correct, that means your preparation is not, matlab, your preparation is quite decent only. You're up to the mark. But now you have to figure out कि किस direction को focus करना है. Firstly, that is so definitely this thing ना कि जो last के 3-4 subjects होंगे in the Marrow review, that you definitely focus. I mean, that is where you're getting the questions wrong. You review the GT properly, and I think I have discussed it last time also. You divide the errors in 3 parts. You divide it in silly mistake, new line of thought, recall error. Silly mistakes are those where you're confusing between both A and B डाला कि नहीं, not था, except था, these things. If you feel the silly mistakes are quite too much, that means your brain is not focused. It is not prepared to sit for 3.5 hours with undivided attention. For that you have to increase your slot timings. Increase your slot timings to मतलब हर दिन you should at least have one slot where you're studying for 4 hours without any interaction, without any interruption. कोई खाना नहीं देने आ रहा, you're not taking any breaks, you're in your room without your phone, you're not even having the thought of surfing through the phone. ऐसे आता है ना, 2 मिनट फोन चला लूं, 2 मिनट फोन में ही आपको एनर्जी आ जाती है. बट ऑन द एग्जाम डे you're not prepared क्योंकि वो 2 मिनट फोन के नहीं मिले ना. So trust me, have this one slot of 4 hours so that 3.5 hours seems like a cakewalk for you every day, in case silly mistake is an error. If recall is an error, I would say increase your, जो मैं कह रही हूँ ना, कुछ 70% theory, increase it to 80%. That means it is not very deeply embedded in you. कहीं ना कहीं confusion हो रही है. Also what you can do is, अब अपना सारा subject पूरा complete करो. Have these 1 hour in a day where you're revising a previous subject. बस skim, ताकि you are somehow squeezing one more cycle in these last, मतलब basically you're squeezing 2 cycles in the last 15 days, and you're tricking your brain into believing कि मैंने एक बार कर लिया और एक और बार कर लिया. That way your mind will feel confident. फिर ये jitters भी नहीं आएंगे कि what to mark, whether this or that. You will feel more confident. Surf through things of a previous subject. If new concept is an error, new line of thought is an error, it's okay. That is definitely okay. और ये questions ना आपके ज्यादा होंगे नहीं, ये आपके maximum 10-20 होंगे, and ये exam में भी होंगे. तभी rank topper के 100-200 नहीं आते. तभी वो these new line of questions ना, that you can let go. ये तो exam में भी होगा. It's okay. Just अगर आपको लग रहा है ना काफी reasonable सा question है, then you add it into your notes or maybe remember it. That's it. Otherwise you let go. अगर बिल्कुल weird ही है, let go of that question.
Yeah, so I think we have covered majority. One last, there is a in chat box, there is one question like I got 37880 November I9 and 19K in my I9. I have just thought of revising and giving GT every 3 days. Will this be good to go, and also should I go through Mero Pulse at this point of time, and how many years of FMG PYQ should be done?
Okay. For FMG, do last year के मतलब 2 FMGs होते हैं, so go for 2 FMGs of last year. That's it. I don't think before that it is required, and plus you don't have the time also, and it is required also. Not be confident you don't require it. Second, 3 days giving GT every day. Will this be good to go? Okay. that is the same thing that I discussed now. Matlab, if you feel that GTs is giving you confidence, then definitely follow it. But I still feel we have this knack of running after GTs. Ki GTs de ke will improve the rank. But you have to understand how you're approaching the GT. If you are reviewing it in such a way that you are actually reading that wrong question through your notes, then it will help. But if you're just taking that one random fact into your system, then it will not help. You need to know the major chunk only for exam. You don't need to know absurd facts. They will rarely get asked. Right? So if you feel that you are this one person who can go through the wrong questions and then resort to your main notes or wherever you read it from and अच्छे से revise it again, definitely go for GTs. That is basically reading notes only. But if you are just taking in random facts in your system, then it will not help. Then it will definitely not help.
Okay. This last question is about the custom takes, like in custom model, what take should be used? Only PYQs or other take also?
You should I feel in last 20 days you should just use PYQs tag. Also, I would suggest
then there will be majority repeats will be there then.
See, एक तो PYQs को I don't think you should approach through custom modules because bookmark will be left. वो पूरे अच्छे से नहीं ना बनाता. There will be overlap also and some get left out as well. So go to that main PYQ वाला block and just surf through her year का PYQ bookmark PYQ. You know how it will also. You will know which PYQs are very recent, so they become more important in your in your mind. अगर आप ऐसे random करोगे, you don't know which is from which year, and you will just confuse yourself. तो आप इसी order में ऐसे चलो through that. If you still feel that I need to do new MCQs, then go for subject-wise test. Don't go after custom modules ki all tags because random facts will get asked then. Subject-wise tests are actually important. That you can solve.
Okay. So thank you so much for this amazing session, and thank you
Yeah.
for your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys, and thank you, sir, and good luck. I hope you ace it. And just one thing I will be closing after that is whatever happened in INI-CT and previous INI-CT, previous NEETs, one thing I have learned from my mistakes is that you need to forgive yourself for these mistakes. We tend to blame ourselves for these errors. Matlab, I used to wake up in the morning and these questions used to haunt me that ye theek kar deti, ye theek kar deti. No. First, forgive yourself for these errors. Everybody commits them, right? Secondly, just in the exam, don't take ये वाली mistakes की पिछली बार ये किया था तो ये नहीं करूँगी. It's fine. It's fine. थोड़ा सा relax down, calm down, and just take your best shot. It is not going to repeat. Sometimes it's not your day. It wasn't your day. Does not mean that you're not prepared for the next exam. You are. Take that confidence in you, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
It was amazing, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay.
Take care.